Our program is our program. We always pray a lot around here. And we know that faith can move mountains. But when you get to the playoffs, God gives you a shovel.
It's like hugging a rock.
Love you, man.
Yep, I know.
Love you, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
When something in life goes wrong and you have the strength in your mind, it's gonna give in, it's gonna break. When you strengthen your mind and when life hits you, you can respond in the right way.
Not money, it's love. It's love. That's what you're missing, young man. That's what you're missing. Okay?
My youngest daughter, who at the time was 8 years old, she said, "Dad, what is God going to do with a football team?"
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's week 4 of the DFI LDFL joint season, and we are back here in Palm Springs at Desert Chapel Field as your 6-time champion SoCal Coyotes host the visiting San Diego Silverbacks. I am Slammin Sam Maggio, the voice of your 6-time champion SoCal Coyotes on the Shield of Dreams Network, brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. In a stunning move during the offseason, the two most respected American football developmental organizations sent shockwaves through the sport when the LaBelle Developmental Football League, or the LDFL, and the Developmental Football International, DFI, announced a Southern California joint venture partnership. 4 teams playing in a 6-team schedule with the champion crowned, and then they will move on to compete nationally as part of the Gridiron Developmental Football League. Both the DFI and LDFL have been members of the GDFL since 2019. So, both of these teams here vying for playoff implications here. This is the second meeting of the Coyotes and the Silverbacks. If you remember, the Coyotes won a tight game 6-2 in San Diego in week 1, with only the scores being defensive on that game. A Coyotes scoop and score fumble recovery was one. That gave them the 6 points. They had a failed 2-point conversion. And then on the Silverback side, they got 2 points from football's version of an intentional walk as the Coyotes purposefully ran out of bounds in the end zone for a safety. So big changes in the Coyotes since that game. Kicking was a big issue for them. They didn't have a kicker on either side as far as a punter or a kicker. They addressed that deficiency in special teams, and they signed 2 of Southern California's top kicking prospects, kicker Daniel Parisi and punter Zachary Kozlik. Both players were instrumental in helping the Coyotes control the field position battle last week in their win over the Santa Clarita Tigers. In that game, a fourth-quarter explosion of all 3 facets, offense, defense, and special teams, helped the Coyotes overcome a late 12-6 deficit and rocket the team to a 30-12 victory and a 2-1 record on the season, second place in the league. The Silverbacks come into the game 1-2. They succumbed 30 points in the second half to the Inglewood Blackhawks for a 52-6 loss. They are 1-2 in the league. So you've got the number 2 and the number 3 team battling it out today. Both teams looking to solidify that playoff opportunity, like I said, as we move into the second half of the season. This is game 4 out of 6 games. So don't go anywhere, because we have a great matchup today with developmental football on stage here in sunny, warm Palm Springs. We'll be right back. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football on the Shield of Dreams Network. I'm Sam Maggio, and we're brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. We'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. SoCal Coyotes football in week 4 of the LDFL DFI Joint League season. Getting ready for the kickoff here. The Silverbacks will be kicking off to the Coyotes. Coyotes wearing their blue jerseys. Silverbacks in their red jerseys. Silverbacks working the ball right to left on your radio dial. Robert Taylor, number 14, back for the Coyotes to receive, as well as number 29. That's Theseus Anderson. Both teams getting ready to kick it off. Nice balmy day here, only about 94, 95 in Palm Springs, California. It's a dry heat, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a breeze keeping it cool. There's the whistle. And we have kickoff. It's a short kick. Anderson's going to take it at about the 20-yard line. About the 10-yard line, excuse me. He's moving to his left side. Rounding downfield, gets out of bounds at about, see where they mark that. It's going to be about the, just shy of the 30-yard line, I think. We'll see where that ball gets placed, and then we'll give you a more accurate description. So with the Silver Stretch offense coming on, one of the bigger storylines coming out of Coyote camp this year was the naming of prolific NCAA and Arena Football League QB Sugar Shane Stafford as the assistant head coach and offensive coordinator for 2022. He joined the team late in camp, so Stafford only had a few precious weeks to work with the Coyote quarterbacks and the Silver Stretch offense. So we'll see what happens today with young quarterback Armando Deniz taking over the helm at quarterback for the Coyotes in the Silver Stretch. Looks like the ball is placed at about the 32-yard line, where that's a Coyotes will take over 1st and 10. Coyotes go into a split receiver set. They'll operate mostly out of the shotgun today. There's the snap and a quick inside handoff to Robert Pervine. Tries to bounce it out to the left side. He's going to get chased down. Don't know if he made it back to the line of scrimmage. At best, it'll be no gain. And that's pretty much what we're looking at. No gain, 2nd down. Ryan Pervine, Coyote great. He plays both sides of the ball. Spent most of his Coyote career on the defensive side, but has turned into quite the prolific H-back style runner in the background. His big body frame, he's a big load to bring down. Late in the game last week, he really carried the team and got precious yards to kill the clock towards the end. Here's the 2nd down play. There's a snap. Deniz looking for an immediate left side. Throws the ball behind receiver, right side. Intended for number 12, Ryan Reyes. It was a quick pass. Reyes hadn't even turned his head, but that ball was off the mark for an incomplete pass. Going to bring up 3rd down. We were talking about Shane Stafford as a coach. He led 2 different teams to championship games, his own Tampa Bay Storm in the Arena Bowl 30 in 2017, and the Washington Valor, who won the Arena Bowl 31 in 2018. So we'll see. Definitely he's got championship experience. We'll see what he does with the offense today. They go trips right on the 3rd down play. There's the snap. Deniz looking left. Now he's looking right. He has a man open. It looks like that ball was picked off by number 42. He cut the route on number 29, Theseus Anderson. Good job of number 42 for the Silverbacks, cutting in front of the receiver. Read that play all the way. Deniz never really looked him off, and that's going to be a key turnover to start to end the first drive and to start the Silverbacks' first drive on the Coyotes' 35-yard line, where they'll take over 1st 10. number 42, William Hugel, was the interceptor for the defense on the Silverbacks. So Silverbacks break the huddle. Number 12, William Battle, the quarterback, out of his shotgun. They go split receivers. Actually, 2 receivers left, 1 right. They have 2 backs, and they shuffle 1 to the right side. There's the snap. It's going to be an inside handoff. And he's met immediately by number 52 for the Coyotes. Phineas Yi just broke through with great penetration to stop any potential progress. Got maybe a yard on the play. I guess we'll call it 3rd and 9. Ball sits at the 34-yard line of the Coyotes. 2nd down. Silverbacks now go 2 receivers right, 1 left. They have a back immediately behind the quarterback and 1 on either side on his right side for now. We got offensive movement here on the offensive line. And that's going to push the Silverbacks back 5 yards. Tried to do a hard count, but unfortunately the lineman didn't get the message.
Against the Silverbacks, still 2nd down.
Ball is now at the 39-yard line of the Silverbacks, 2nd down and 11. Or excuse me, 2nd down and 13. 2 receivers right now. Shotgun snap, pitch out immediately to the right side to number 2, looking for some room on the right side, and he's got nothing. Chased down by the swarming Coyote defense. 0 gain on the play. Coyotes defense really starting to come alive, especially in the run game. They allowed very few yards last week on the ground. They've had some holes in the defensive backfield where some teams have had a chance to get behind the DBs or the safeties and get some big plays, but so far the running game for this dark side defense has been stout. Defensive coordinator coach Lawrence Coffey just really dialing up great defense here. All right, 3rd down for the Silverbacks. Ball's on the 40-yard line. There's the snap. He's looking to his left, immediate pass. Caught, and he's brought down immediately. It's going to be about a 2 or 3 yard gain at the most. Great coverage by the Coyotes. That was number 27. Ricky Brown the 3rd. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Silverbacks, so we're able to capitalize on the turnover. They go into punt formation. Number 32. That's Julian Hanna. Looks like number 24, Kayvon Buggs, is back to receive the punt. There's the snap. Kick is up. Line drive kick going straight into the end zone. And that's where it's going to die for a touchback.
First down,
So no return on the play. Coyotes will take over 1st and 10. No harm, no foul on the early drive interception of Deniz in the first drive. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. You are tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football on the Shield of Dreams Network, brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. Of course. Oh my God. Is that how you identify? We are back, ladies and gentlemen. SoCal Coyotes football, week 4 of the LDFL DFI season. So the Coyotes getting ready to kick off with that big play. As you all remember, Rashad, the franchise Roberts, opened up the season at quarterback, a little bit of an experiment to give the young Armando Deniz a chance to kind of grow up a little bit and get a little bit of game film and to watch him play. Struggled a little bit at the quarterback position, but no one better at the receiver position than Rashad, the franchise Roberts, as that ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. Rashad Roberts owns just about every receiving record for the SoCal Coyotes. And now do we have a flag on the field? We do not. We do not. Trying to figure out what's going on here.
4 minutes and 48 seconds to go.
There is a flag down on the field, apparently. The referees are talking. There was an illegal block by the Silverbacks, so that's going to push them back even further from the 25 from the touchback. We're going to see where they place that ball. Looks like it's going to go all the way back to the 5-yard line. So that's going to put, that's a field flip right there for the Coyotes. Big mistake by the Silverbacks. So back-to-back mistakes by the Silverbacks, allowing the long bomb with Rashad Roberts just fleeing down the left side behind the safety and everybody. And then this play, the penalty on the kickoff on the touchback, pins him deep with the dark side defense ready to feast.
I say Coyotes, you say
Coyotes crowd is fired up here.
Coyotes! Coyotes! Go Coyotes!
Silverbacks break the huddle. 2 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. Behind the center, there's the snap. Rolling out to his left side, looking for some room. He's trying to get around the side, but he's chased down.
Second down, Silverbacks.
Not going to be much of a gain on the play. Phineas Yi again going side to side, sideline to sideline, making plays. That's his 3rd tackle already of the game. They're going to give him maybe a yard on the play. Looks like either a yard. From this angle, hard to tell. Yard line's a little bit faint on the field. We'll call it 2nd and 9. Two receivers on the left. Running back stacked behind the quarterback. Number 13, Shannon Taylor. Inside handoff. And we see a flag come down as the running back rumbles forward for a few yards up the right side. See what the call is. It's going to be a hold against the offense. The white cap looked like he was about to mark it on the Coyotes, but yeah, holding against the Silverbacks. So the Silverbacks now working backwards, not doing themselves any favors. Had a little bit of a positive gain on the play, but probably the positive play was due to the hold in the backfield. So we will see where that ball gets marked back from. As you know, holding calls are 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Looks like he's at the 20-yard line where he's going to be moving it back from there. So by doing the math, it should be 2nd down and 10, or 2nd down on the 10. No loss of down. Ball needs to get to about the 24, 23 for a first down. So it's going to be 2nd down and 13 after the penalty. Clock's running. We're in the first quarter. Coyotes with a 7-0 early lead. Silverbacks now out of the shotgun. There's the snap. Looking downfield. He's got a man in the middle of the field. He had a short man cutting short across the field on the slant, but the ball ball's through his hands for an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Silverbacks break the huddle, and now we got whistles on the field. Trying to see what's going on here. Not quite sure what is going on. Looks like there might be a timeout on the field. Not sure what's going on. We had whistles and a stoppage of play, and now we're going to run the clock and start all over again. Coyotes hungry for their 7th title. They're synonymous with excellence. The organization has spent a decade building a sound, faith-based culture. And they're backed by this dark side defense who's doing a good job of stifling the Silverbacks so far today. There's the snap. He's looking to his left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, and he's got big. Wow, that was big. Number Juan Romero, number 74. Offensive lineman on the defensive side chases down the quarterback and gets him in the backfield for a big sack. Did he get him in the end zone? Yeah. He got him in the end zone. That's a safety, ladies and gentlemen. Juan Romero, the nifty big offensive lineman. Go ahead and give him a big clap. The sideline's going crazy. They're giving him a lot of hugs over there. Offensive linemen hardly ever get a chance for glory, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see him on the other side of the ball, breaking through on a big play. And so the Coyotes pick up a safety. That's 2 points. And now the score is 9-0 in the first quarter. And to add insult to injury, as we all know, on safeties, you get to 2 points. You also get the ball. So the Silverbacks now forced to punt the ball. Usually they'll punt on a free kick after a safety. Forced to punt the ball to the Coyotes. Looks like Robert Taylor and Theseus Anderson are back to receive. Standing at about their 30-yard line. A little bit of wind popping up here. Not really enough, I don't think, to affect the ball like it did last week here at a very blustery day. And, of course, week 1 when these teams met in San Diego was very windy. There's the punt. Anderson picks it up at about his 30. Oh, drops the ball at his 30, but he picks it right back up. Now he's cutting over to his right side, trying to find a hole. Bounces outside, got a little bit of room. Trying to cut back, a nice tackle. He's going to get to about the 40-yard line. Coyotes will take over first down. Big tackle. We're going to take a quick break while the Coyotes get assembled. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. We'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 2:34 left in the first quarter with the Coyotes coming off of the defensive score, the safety, 9-0. Send a man in motion. That's number 12, Ryan Reyes. Pitch out to the left side. That's number 24 for the Coyotes. That's Kayvon Buggs. Boy, slips around the left side. skipped a couple of tackles and then gets all the way across midfield to the 20, we'll call it the 27-yard line of the Silverbacks, and we have a timeout on the field. The Silverbacks taking the timeout. 1:59 left in the first quarter of the game. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football with a 9-0 lead over the Silverbacks. We'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Week 4, the Coyotes season. SoCal Coyotes hosting the San Diego Silverbacks here in Desert Chapel Field, Linus Field, home of the Eagles. It's a warm day, but it's not oppressively hot. It is a saying, but when it's dry, it's really not that bad out here. It's a really great day for football. It's warm, but it's not hot. SoCal Coyotes. With that win last week, by the way, Coach J. David Miller, Hall of Fame coach, with his 100th victory in his career. So great shout out to Coach J. David Miller, founder and head coach of the SoCal Coyotes. Coyotes send a man in motion to the left side. Inside handoff. Again, that was Bugs. Unfortunately, Bugs ran into his own player.
Second down, Coyotes.
And did not get an opportunity to really get much of a gain. And actually that was number 21, Marquise Denman Jr. on the play. My eye in the sky, Scott Alvarez, GM of the SoCal Coyotes, also working the camera. Guy does just about everything for this team. Definitely appreciate you, Scott. Second down, no gain on the play, so 2nd and 10. Split receiver set. There's the snap. Attempted pass out of the backfield to Denman, but the ball, Denman got caught looking forward. It was a little screen pass off the right flat, but Denman turned his head looking upfield trying to see what he had ahead of him. Ball drops to the ground. Incomplete for the 3rd down play. Ball is just on the other side of the 40-yard line. We'll call it the 39-yard line of the Silverbacks. 3rd down and 10. Coyotes go trips right. And that lone man on the left side, the franchise, we'll see if they have a play down there for him. There's the play. Deniz going downfield, hits number 14. Fighting forward, trying to get that 1st down. That's Robert Taylor. He caught it just shy of the 1st down marker, trying to fight to get past that line to go, but I don't think he made it. It's going to be a gain of about 7 on the play. Although we'll see where they mark it.
4th down?
It is 4th down. Deniz did a good job of scrambling out. We'll call it a gain of 8 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 2, a short 2.
This brings us to the end of the first quarter.
And that is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, with your Coyotes, 6-time champions SoCal Coyotes, holding on to a 9-point lead with a 4th down field goal attempt coming up. We're going to take a quick break, but you're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's a great day for football. Slammin Sam Maggio bringing you all the action. We'll be right back. And we're back for second quarter action here in Palm Springs, California, Desert Chapel Leonis Field, home of the Eagles. Coyotes starting the second quarter with a 9-0 lead. Fourth down play, fourth and a yard, but the Coyotes with talented kicker Daniel Parisi. It's going to be a pretty good sized field goal. The ball sitting at about the 30-yard line. So it'll be a 47-yarder. We'll see what kind of leg Parisi's got. It's a nice warm day, should be loosened up. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's got distance. And it squeaks through. What a great job, Daniel Parisi. The 47-yard field goal right down the middle, just crosses the lower bar for 3 points. The Coyotes add 3. In the opening ticks of the second quarter to take a 12-0 lead over the San Diego Silverbacks. We'll be right back. Coyotes in firm control so far of this game. Tuned into SoCal Coyotes football. We'll be right back. Take a break. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Parisi placing the ball down for the kickoff after he just booted a beauty. 40-plus yard field goal to give the Coyotes a 12-0 lead over the Silverbacks. Parisi checking both sides. He's got the numbers he wants. And the kick is off in the air, going to the left side, but that's going to squirt into the end zone. No attempt possible. Great kick by Parisi for the touchback. Does not give the runner any chance for a return. The 6-time champion SoCal Coyotes are the 2021 California Nonprofit of the Year, the national standard of American developmental football also. The Coyotes organization provides elite athletes a professional environment that refines and showcases their skills through trademark processes similar to the NBA's G League and MLB's minor league systems. Developmental football, they're developing men, developing players, giving these kids valuable film. Film is their currency as the players aspire for getting into the bigger leagues like the Arena League, Canadian League, and of course the NFL. Silverbacks breaking their huddle now. 1st and 10. Ball looks like it's at the 25-yard line. Just a little past it, maybe the 26. Shotgun snap. They have a man in motion going to the left side. He's looking to the left side for that man that was in motion. The catch is caught. The ball is caught. And the Coyotes are going to make the stop, but it's going to be a nice gain of about 5 yards on the play. And we got a personal foul by the Coyotes. They roughing the passer against the Coyotes, so they gave up the 5-yard pass play, but then they're going to get tacked for 15 more. So mistake by the defense, first mistake we've seen today. This defense likes to get after the quarterback, but obviously you gotta do that you gotta play with reckless abandon, but you also gotta play within the confines of the game. So the ball moves all the way to the 45-yard line of the Silverbacks, where they'll take over 1st and 10. This is the good field position for them. They've had good field position all day, mostly, but they still have 0 on the scoreboard. We'll see if they can change that here. 2 receivers on the left. They send a man in motion, and they hand the ball to that man in motion. He fumbles it, and then gets hit immediately. Loss on the play.
On the play, second down.
Ball's going to go all the way back to about the 41-yard line. So the ball was right there. It was like a jet sweep type play. But he just could not control the ball. It would hit him in the hands, but he just bobbled it. Luckily, the ball fell right back to him, but delayed him enough for the defense to get penetration. That defensive line, number 74, Juan Romero, who had the safety sack, number 99, Nick Long.
I say Coyotes, you say defense, Coyotes! Coyotes! Coyotes!
So second down and 14 for the Silverbacks. Silverbacks have had a couple of good positive plays. They got some positive play on the penalty, but now they're moving backwards. There's the snap. He's looking left, looking right. Now he's got a man downfield. He's going for the fly pattern down the sideline. He gets behind him, makes the catch, but great job by the DB pushing him with his body out of bounds, forcing him to make that catch out of bounds where it is an incomplete pass. So we've seen that in the past with the Coyote defensive backs and the safeties where the receiver gets behind him, but this time, great job by number 27, Ricky Brown III, who allows him to get over the top, but with his body, cleanly pushes him out the sideline where that's the only place he could catch the ball. And that does them no good when you're out of bounds. So third down and 14 for the Silverbacks. Ball on the other side of the 40 at the 41. They send a man in motion to the right side now. Snap is fumbled by the quarterback. He picks it up, but nobody's there. And the Coyotes are trying to chase him from behind. And now we're going to get a horse collar tackle by number 15, Ryan Pervine. Players chattering back and forth. Looks like he might have had the first down, but he's going to get the first down either way with the penalty now.
Penalty on the play.
Grabbed him by the jersey and swung him from behind, but they're still going to call that a horse collar. That's going to be 15 extra yards. So, again, second 15-yard play that the defense gives up. So the ball ends up on Coyote's side of the ball now. Coyote's side of the field at the 40-yard line. Two receivers on the right and two on the left. They go split receiver set this time. There's the snap. Pitch out to the left side. Now he's trying to cut it inside. He's got nowhere to go. As number 52 for the Coyotes, Phineas Yi comes in and now we got another flag on the play. Flags flying all over the place today. This is going to be a hold against the Silverbacks. So after the positive play, the penalty that gave them 15, they're going to move it back 10 on the loss from the play. That's going to be a loss of 10. They'll retain first down. We'll see where the penalty occurred and when they move it back. So far they haven't moved the ball back. The referee's still talking to the head judge. Not quite sure what the discussion is. And they are moving it back now. Ball goes just to the 51-yard line. Excuse me, there is no 51-yard line in football. The 49 of the Coyotes. So they are on positive side of the field, but it is second down and a long 20 yards now. Excuse me, first down. No loss of down on the play. Man in motion to the right. Here's the snap. Quarterback go ahead and keeps it. He's running to his left side looking for something to happen, and he is not going. And he gets dumped. And he is down on the field. And now a flag comes in after. Late flag comes down. Number 29, Theseus Anderson, picked the quarterback up and slammed him down. You cannot do that at any level in football. Coach Miller not liking the call on the sideline, but it looks like the referees are calling a very tight game. They're now discussing it. We'll see if they wave it off or if they call the penalty. And now we have a hold against the Silverbacks and a chop. Oh, and the penalty against the Coyotes. So those are going to be offsetting plays. which will still bring us back to the first down and 20 at the 49-yard line of the Coyotes. So no harm, no foul on both sides, or just double harm and no foul on both sides. So the offsetting penalties negate each other. We'll just do this all over again. Number 94, Jivery Oliver, coming in for the Coyotes. Coyotes doing a good job of rotating their linemen in, trying to keep them fresh on this warm day. We were in the 90s at one point. I think it's cooling down a little bit, though. Silverbacks now go on a trips right formation. Single back. There's the snap. Rolling out to his right side, trying to run around the corner. He's going to keep it and run. He's got a little bit of room, and he gets brought down. He's going to get the first down, though. It's going to be an 11-yard gain for the first. So they rolled him around the right side. The defensive backfield all moved with their receivers. And actually, I'm sorry, he gets to the original line of scrimmage. That's a 10-yard gain with the penalty that they had before. So it's going to be second down and 10. They're now at the original line of scrimmage, as I said. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Some big hitting going on in this game today. This is professional football, ladies and gentlemen. This is not, these players are all extremely talented football players. They're here to play, they're here to win. Split receivers on, trips left. There's the snap. He's rolling out. Now he's looking fake. He went try to find the man down on the. Oh my goodness! The ball was caught, and then he got hit immediately. The ball gets tipped up into the air, and number 1, Trayvon Watson, go ahead and picks the ball off for the interception. Number 3, that was Orrin Bridgeforth for the Silverbacks. Had the catch and a nice job by the quarterback finding his open receiver downfield. But the ball just popped out of his hand as soon as he had contact from the defensive back. The ball popped up in the air, and Trayvon Watson playing in the safety center field position back there. Easy pickoff for the big play. Big turnover for the Coyotes. That dark side defense really clamping down. And so they're just shy of midfield themselves. They're on their own 49. The Coyotes in business. With just over 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Coyotes break the huddle now. Split receiver set. Marquise Denman, the running back, and they put number 12, Reyes, in motion, so now they're trips left. Deniz looking left, now he's scrambling out right, and he's got some room downfield. He's going to tuck it and run. And he gets a nice gain on the play. He's going to get brought out of bounds.
Second down, Coyotes.
Going to get a nice gain of about 6 on the play, though, to bring up second down and 4. They are now on the other side of the 50. Call it right at the 45 of the Silverbacks. So it'll be second and a long 4. We'll call it second and 5. Or excuse me, long 4. We'll call it second and 4. Ball's got to go. Well, we'll call it 5. The ball's got to get. Yeah, ball's got to get to the 41. So it's second and 4. Coyotes in split receiver set. They send a man in motion. That's Reyes. There's the snap, and now they pitch it out. Fake pitch off. It's the option play. Deniz actually ends up throwing the ball. Deniz kept the ball. He's looking for a pitch on the option play, but both of those were covered. So Deniz very wisely just keeps the ball and throws it out of bounds for an incomplete pass. They live to fight another day. Silverbacks coach looking for a call on that play. He's not happy about it. Don't know if there was a receiver on that side or not. We couldn't tell from this angle, but either way, it's going to be third down. Third down play, trips left. There's the snap. He's looking to his left side. He's got a man on that inside seam. The ball got tipped. Looks like it was intended for.
Fourth down.
Looks like it was number 12, Reyes. That was the intended receiver. Theseus Anderson was the inside man, shallow, and I think he thought that might have been for him. He reached up to try to grab the ball, tipped it. The ball falls incomplete. It's going to be fourth down. And we'll see Zachary Kozlik for the first time. Kozlik has been really instrumental for this Coyote offense to help keep the ball control, keep the field position, keep them flipped. Great punter. Both he and Parisi out of the John Carney kicking school out of Southern California. John Carney, of course, the NFL great with the New Orleans Saints. Number 17 for the Silverbacks is back to receive the punt and standing in his own end zone. As we know, Kozik's got a great leg. Great hang time. The ball is just floating up there. He's going to make the catch, and he's going to get brought down immediately. With that hang time, easy play for number 24. Kayvon Buggs was able to just get down there on coverage and wait for the man to catch it and then make the immediate tackle for no return on the play. Could have been a dangerous catch by the receiver, but either way, makes the catch, gets tackled for no gain. And the Silverbacks in the second quarter will take over. Looks like they're going to take over right about there.
7:13 to go in the second quarter.
17-yard line, first and 10 play for them.
First down, Silverbacks.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Timeout SoCal Coyotes. So, just about 6:54 left in the second quarter. The Coyotes with a good 12-0 lead in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. We'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Palm Springs, California, Desert Chapel Field. Great warm but dry day here in Southern California. Second quarter play. Silverbacks ready to take over for their possession. First and 10 after the nice punt by Kozlik. With no return, drops them on about their 17-yard line. First and 10. Split receiver set. There's the snap. He's looking downfield. He's got some immediate pressure, and he's going to go down.
Second down.
And that's number 37 for the Coyotes. Don't have a name to tie into number 37. We'll have to get that and get back to you, but nice play. Or was that 33?
Timeout, Silverbacks.
Justin Taylor, number 33. We have a timeout on the play after the sack. It's going to be a loss of a couple of yards. Well, they'll take second down. We'll take a quick break while we break for the timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Silverbacks ready to take the field after their timeout. Second down and 11 after the sack. Silverbacks ready for the white hat, the head referee to blow the whistle to allow play to start. Not quite sure what the holdup is.
Hydrated, visit those food trucks. Great food, great drink. Stay hydrated on this hot Coachella Valley day.
You can hear Ron DeGrande, Senior Vice President of the SoCal Coyotes nonprofit, the home field announcer. As with many of the volunteer staff here on the SoCal Coyotes, everybody holding many hats. None of this could happen without their hard work. Behind the scenes, on the field, off the field, all facets of the game. All right, we're ready to play here. Here's the snap. He's looking downfield to his left. Now he's going to scramble out to his other side, looking for a man on the flat there. Ball's fall incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Vicente Flores, number 26, on the defensive coverage, as well as number 30, Timmy Green. Going to bring up third down now. Silverbacks haven't moved the ball much in this game. This dark side defense doing a great job of shutting them down. They've had a couple of big plays. They had the sack for a safety. They've had the interception. And they've been very stingy on the ground. Silverbacks break the huddle. They go trips left or trips right. Actually, quads right. They have all four receivers on the right side and a single man to the left. So no empty backfield. Looks like they might be trying to confuse the Coyotes. Now they send a man in motion, scrambling out, and that ball is intercepted. Timmy Green. So the quarterback, or Phineas Yi, excuse me. The quarterback rolled out to his right and then did what every coach will tell a quarterback not to do. He threw it across his body back to the middle of the field, and Yi just stepped up in front of the ball for the easy interception. And the Coyotes with another big defensive play to give this Silver Stretch offense a great opportunity to add more on the board. 1st and 10. Ball looks like it's right at the 10-yard line. Looks like the ball might be at 11. It looks like they have the goal to go marker up, so they can still get a first down here. Coyotes go split receiver set. Marquise Denman in the backfield. They send a man in motion. That's Reyes. We've seen that a few times today. Deniz rolling right, looking for a man back in the end zone. He just kind of throws that one away. He was intended for Robert Taylor, but Taylor was covered, and Deniz had nowhere to go with it. Wisely just throws the ball out of the field. We're seeing a lot of maturity out of the quarterback today, making some good decisions. Looking for his man on the right side, wasn't there. He just threw it away. They have great field position, and when you got a field kicker that can put the ball through the uprights, you don't want to be gambling with field position at this point, even if you're on the 10-yard line. Split receivers again. Shotgun snap. Looks immediately to his left, pumps it. Now he's going to roll out to his right. He's looking downfield again. And he's got a man wide open in the end zone, just standing there. Easy touchdown play. Number 14, Robert Taylor. So they had trips left, and everybody paid attention to them. And Taylor on the right side just snuck into the soft zone coverage and just stood in the end zone and waited for Deniz to find him, which he did for an easy 6-point play. Coyotes offense showing some life today. They got off to a slow start, as we've seen them do all season long, but they're warming up now.
Score, SoCal Coyotes 18, Silverbacks 0.
Daniel Parisi back for the extra point attempt. Coyotes running a man in late. Coaches are saying, hurry, hurry. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's up. And it's good, ladies and gentlemen. So, with the second touchdown pass by Armando Deniz, this one to Taylor, the Coyotes take a 19-0 lead over the San Diego Silverbacks. A little bit of time left in the second quarter, but we're going to take a quick break, get our act together, teams get ready for the kickoff. We'll be right back. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football on the Shield of Dreams Network, brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The Coyotes just coming off their touchdown score. A commanding lead, 19-0 right now. Just over 4 minutes left in the quarter. And now Coach calling the Coyotes back to the sideline. Not quite sure what's going on there. We have a timeout on the field. Interesting time for timeout, but we will take the break with him. Slammin Sam Maggio bringing you Coyote football here in Palm Springs, California. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. We'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter action in week 4 of the DFI LDFL joint league schedule. SoCal Coyotes against the Silverbacks of San Diego. Coyote program, you know, they bring an unprecedented national footprint to DFI. In recent months, the Coyotes have shot well past 75,000 followers across multiple platforms, including social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Their digital media dominance has made the Coyote one of the nation's fastest growing sports brands, and that's nationally, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, the Coyotes ready to play some more football here. Parisi ready to kick the ball off to the Silverbacks. Same thing as we saw last time, going towards the left side of the end zone. Stage right, left side if you're looking at it, and that ball falls on the ground. No return, touchback. And that's where the Silverbacks will take over 1st and 10. So the upward trending Coyotes, as we talked about, they've had far and away more likes and followers than any developmental pro football franchise in the country. In just 10 years, the Coyotes have surpassed every professional indoor arena team and are in a respectable company in high-low comparisons of other prominent mainstream sports and facilities. That's their social media platform and footprint. So the defense, the dark side defense, under defensive coordinator Coach Lawrence Coffey, pitching a shutout and just doing a great job of what we've seen them do all season long, except for one game against the Inglewood Blackhawks where they surrendered a few points. But in the last 2 games, we're seeing that this defense really kind of takes down. We're seeing the whole team really find its identity and start to come together. Silverbacks. He's rolling out to his right on the snap, looking downfield. He's got a man. And that, oh, boy, almost intercepted. He had a man, but he was triple covered. Yeah, and just into a group of players. Looks like that was Phineas Yi, number 52, and number 51, Justin Sykes, on the play. Almost intercepted, threw it into a group of people to bring up the 2nd down play. 2nd down. Ball's on the 25-yard line after the touchback.
I say Coyotes, you say defense. Coyotes! Coyotes! Coyotes!
Coyotes in 2014 were the footballeducator.com led by the footballeducator.com, led by two-time Super Bowl champion and former Denver Broncos GM Ten Sundquist, he named the SoCal Coyotes the nonprofit sports leadership organization, America's #1 developmental pro football team, and they're showing that talent today, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the second down snap. Starts to roll to his left, stops, and then he keeps going, and now he's going to tuck it and run. Now he's cutting up the middle. Slippery quarterback, and he's going to get the first down play. So most of the damage being done by the Silverbacks offense by the quarterback scrambling out of the. Oh, we do have a flag in the back of the field, and that might be, again, why we're seeing some of those positive yards. It looks like it's going to be a hold against the Silverbacks. So that play for naught.
Against the Silverbacks.
Frustrating for the Silverbacks. Every time they seem to take a couple steps forward with a nice play, you get a holding call or an interception of that kind of ilk. Just that kind of a day so far. The dark side defense will do that to you. So the ball goes all the way back inside the 20-yard line, about the 18-yard line, where it's going to be second down. Looks like it'll be second down in about 15 for the Silverbacks. Single receiver out to the left side. Two receivers to the right. They send that one of those to the guys on the right to the left. Inside snap, handoff. Going to pick up a few yards on the play. Going to get about 6 on the play. Still going to bring up third down. Actually, just about a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. They got it back to the original line of scrimmage. And the Coyotes call a timeout. We'll take it with them. Don't go anywhere. We got some great football here on a Saturday afternoon in Palm Springs, California. We'll be right back. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. You're watching SoCal Coyotes football on the Shield of Dreams Network, brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. Coyotes with a 19-0 lead. They've scored 2 touchdowns and a safety and a field goal. This dark side defense ready to clamp down once again. Can hear Jaws in the background. Team's fired up, looking for the big stop here. 3rd and 10 now for the Silverbacks. Ball's on about the 34-yard line, or 24-yard line. And now the coach is talking to the referees. We're not sure what the coach is talking to them about, but he's taking this time to talk to them while we should be playing football outside of the timeout. We're going to take a quick break while the referees allow the coach of the Silverbacks to waste our time and talk when he should have been doing that during the timeout call. So anyway, we'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, after a lengthy discussion with the head coach of the Silverbacks and the referees. We are now back to playing actual football. 3rd and 10. Single receiver to the left side, 2 on the right. Takes the snap, rolling back. Now he's rolling to his right, looking downfield for a man. Short pass on the left side to number 9. And he's swarmed by the defense. Broke a couple of tackles, but was not able to really advance the ball too much more from where he caught it. It will be about a gain of about 4 yards, but it's going to bring up 4th down, not enough for the first down.
Silverbacks.
Only a gain of about 2 on the play. So 4th and 9, 4th and 8.
And we're at the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
And we are now at the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. So the Coyotes ready to take over on the 4th down play, or at least battle the 4th down play, assuming the punt's coming. But we'll take a quick break. At the break, the 2-minute break. Tuned into SoCal Coyotes football. Don't go anywhere. And we're back out of the 2-minute warnings. So 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 4th down play for the Silverbacks as they punt the ball away. Short punt. And that ball bounces up off of the receiver, off of the intended receiver, into the hands of a defender, where I think that's going to be called a fumble and a recovery by the Silverbacks. Silverbacks are going to take over 1st down. Vicente Flores, and now a flag on the play, and we'll see what that call is. It's going to be a holding against the Silverbacks. Boy, is that a big defensive, big break for the Coyotes, because Flores had caught the ball, it popped out of his hands and right into the Silverbacks' hands. They would have had the ball on the midfield, but instead, because of the hold in the backfield, it's going to negate the play. It'll resume 4th down. They'll have to punt it again, and now this time they'll be all the way back to about their 14-yard line. Actually, they'll be just on the other side of the 15, so they'll be on the 16-yard line. Boy, big break for the Coyotes. They got lucky on that play. That was number 12, Ryan Reyes, where that ball popped out. They're going to let him sit on the sideline and talk to him a bit about that, about ball control, as Marquise Denman comes back, number 21, to receive the punt. There's the snap. The punt's up in the air. High kick. Denman makes the clean catch at midfield. Evades one tackle, but the rest of the team, or the 2 other players for the Silverbacks, able to stop him after a short gain of about 2 yards. So the Coyotes will take over at the Silverbacks' 48-yard line. Just under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. You know, every so-called champion in the entire state of California has suffered at the hands of the Coyotes' dark side defense and silver stretch offense, both products of Coach Miller's upbringing with defensive mastermind Joe Herring, his head coach in Pittsburgh, and of course the great Mouse Davis, godfather of the run and shoot, and June Jones, an NFL NCAA record setter and now head coach, or one-time coach of the CFL's Hamilton Tiger Cats. And so the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Joe is a member of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. He coached with Nick Saban. And you can see where those roots run deep into the Coyote program via Coach J. David Miller. Coyotes take over, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quick throw to the right side to number 29. And that's Thesis Sanderson. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, screen pass, but great defensive play by the Silverbacks. They caught him immediately, did not give him a chance to really move forward at all. It's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. Coyotes looking for a quick pass there. We saw the big play in the first quarter where they went downfield. We haven't seen a lot of downfield passes since then, although the second touchdown play was a good 20-plus yards. Rashad, the franchise Roberts, Coyote, great on the near side to us. Single receiver on that left side. Deniz looking downfield. Now he's going downfield to the middle of the field, and the ball falls helplessly incomplete. Looks like there might have been a miscommunication. Threw it into the middle of the zone. Nobody was there, no defenders, no receivers. Looks like I don't know if Roberts was supposed to cut into the middle or if Deniz was supposed to throw it to the outside where Roberts was. Either way, it's an incomplete pass to bring up third down, 3rd and 14. Coyotes break the huddle. Trips right again. Rashad Roberts, the lone man on the near side on the left. There's the snap. Deniz looking downfield. Now he's going to scramble. Scrambling out to his right, evading one rusher. He's going to keep it. He's going to tuck it. He's at just past midfield. Gets it to about, crosses midfield to about the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down. It's not going to be enough for the first down. Again, we're seeing both quarterbacks do a little damage with their legs, but most of that's is due to coverage or penetration from the defenses. So both defenses getting some penetration to cause some havoc. So with the 4th and 5, we'll probably see punter Zachary Kozlik come in. Although actually we see the Coyotes are taking regular formation. So it looks like they're going to go for it on this 4th and 5. With the way the defense is playing, Coach Miller obviously figuring it's worth the gamble. And that's going to cause the Silverbacks to draw their timeout as they were confused on the play. So timeout. Just over a minute left in the second quarter. Coyotes with a 19-0 lead. We're going to take a quick break. Slammin Sam bringing you football action here in Palm Springs, California, as you're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Coyotes on the 4th down play. They are going to go for it. There's the snap. Deniz scrambling to his right. He's got room downfield if he wants to go. Now there's a flag in the backfield. Deniz spinning forward, and he's going to get the first down play, but we're going to see what that call is in the backfield. Usually in the backfield you're going to see a hold by the offense, and that is what we see. So Coyotes get the first down on the scramble by Deniz, but they did have the hold in the backfield. It's going to bring the ball back. Ball was at the 49-yard line is where the marker was.
1 second to go in the first half of play.
So now the ball on the 47-yard line of the Coyotes. And we probably will see Kozlik come out now to punt the ball. They want to make sure they maintain field position here, and that's what they do. Zach Kozlik battled the swirling winds of the Coachella Valley last week with 7 punts. He had an incredible 49-yard average with a long of 63, though. Dropped 3 punts inside the Tigers' 20-yard line. So obviously, as we mentioned, a great addition to the Coyotes roster. There's the snap. The punt is off. Big kick. Nice ball. The ball is fumbled at the goal line. Picks it up, and he's able to evade a tackler, and he's going to scramble forward. And the ball, he's down the left side. Nobody caught him. And now he's finally brought down all the way to at the 35-yard line. Looked like he was going down into a scrum, and he popped out the right sideline. And if it wasn't for number 11, that's Dylan Matson for for the new addition to the SoCal Coyotes. That might have been a unique touchdown and a game-changing play for the Silverbacks. As it is, they get great field position, 1st and 10, but only a couple seconds left in the second quarter, so they're going to have a big play here. Ball sitting at the 35-yard line. Silverbacks go trips left. We send a man in motion to the right. There's the snap. Looking downfield, he's got a man deep in the center of the field, and he's going to make the catch. The ball pops up. He tried to pitch it to his player, trying to get a play down. Now a flag goes down. That's the end of the first half, but we'll see what the penalty flag is there. He caught the ball and then tried to pitch it to his own man. And now we're going to see what the call is. If it's against the Coyotes, we might see. Oh, no, it looks like it's not. It looks like they're clearing the field. That is the end of the half. It was against the Silverbacks. The penalty is declined. And so at the half, the Coyotes with a commanding 19-0 lead here in Palm Springs, California. We're going to take a break at the half, and we'll see on the other side. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football on the Shield of Dreams Network, brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SoCal Coyote football here in Palm Springs, California. Desert Chapel Field, home of the Eagles. Coyotes, the strong first half showing the 19-0 lead over the Silverbacks. 2 touchdowns by Armando Deniz, excuse me. We had a field goal by Parisi and the safety by Juan Romero, offensive lineman, doing defensive duties and getting the safety. So that's how we got the 19 points. Coyotes ready to kick off the second half, going right to left on your dial. That ball's going to be caught in the end zone. He's going to return it back. Cutting out to his right side. Scrambling. Trying to cut back again into the middle of the field. He gets it out to about the 35, but there is a flag in the back behind. It's going to be an illegal block in the back by the Silverbacks. So nice return on the play, but it's going to be called back because of the penalty. It's going to be
First down, Silverbacks.
See where that ball gets placed. Again, spot foul based on where the penalty occurred. So we'll see where the ball ends up. Referee Jeff Jablonski bringing it, looks like it's right out about the 15-yard line. And that's where the Silverbacks will take over first drive of the second half. Silverbacks break the huddle. Had a hard time moving the ball in the first quarter. In the first half. They'd have a couple one-step forward, two-step backs type of plays where they'd make a pretty good play, then there'd be a penalty or an interception or some kind of a mishap. And that's this stifling dark side defense is what's kept them off the board so far. They send a man in motion, the far receiver from the left all the way to the right. There's the snap. Now he's looking to the middle of the field. He's going to hoist the ball up there. And boy, number 36 for the Coyotes had a beat on that ball. Must have been number 30, Timmy Green. The zeros and the sixes look very similar. Yeah, that was number 30, Timmy Green. He was backpedaling. He had a beat on it, but then he got tripped up by on his own feet and went down to the ground before he could get his hands on the ball. Would have been an interception otherwise. So Silverbacks trying to go for the deep play down the right sideline to start the game, to start the second half. Ball falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Trips, actually quad left, empty backfield, so quad left, single receiver to the right. There's the snap out of the shotgun. Quarterback looking down that left side. Had a man who had the ball in his hands. The ball popped up out of his hands, and then he got immediate contact by the defender for an incomplete pass. That was Phineas Anderson, number 29. Good coverage on the play. As soon as the ball hit the receiver's hands, he was there to make the hit, and that ball just popped loose for the incomplete pass. So good defensive coverage. Going to bring up 3rd down.
I say Coyotes, you say defense, Coyotes! Coyotes! Coyotes!
Phineas Anderson, he's a defensive back. He's a wide receiver. He's a kick returner. He's a really fast, dynamic player. You see him on both sides of the ball, as I just said. He's been making good impact, the Coyote rookie this year. They now go quads right. So they just reverse the formation, basically. There's the snap. He's looking to his left. Now he's looking to the middle of the field. He had a man open. The ball sailed over his head, though. Tight coverage, though. That was number 52, Phineas Yi, who's had a good game today, both on coverage, on the passes, and on the runs. So that ball was just thrown over the head. He was covered, so I think he just more threw that away than anything. So that brings up the 4th down play. Nothing going for the Silverbacks on this first drive of the second half. Phineas Anderson comes back. The deep man to receive the punt with Trayvon Watson, number 1, the short receiver, short man. He's not short in stature, just short on the field. Anderson standing at about midfield. There's the snap. Punt is up. Big kick. It's going to go over Anderson's head. He's going to field it off the first hop. Avoids one defender. Tries to cut to the left field. The second defender, though, good coverage by the Silverbacks, grabs him. And that's where they're going to take over. The ball is right at the 40-yard line of the SoCal Coyotes, where the Coyotes and the Silver Stretch offense will take over for their first series of the second half. As we said, they stuttered a little bit in the beginning of the game, but then we saw that long touchdown pass from Deniz to Rashad Roberts. Then they scored the safety, and then the field goal in the second half by Parisi, and then the touchdown to Taylor, sitting alone in the end zone. So Deniz having a good game so far, managing the game quite well. There's the snap. Immediate pass to the right side. Oh, he had a man in the open seam. That was 14, Robert Taylor. Thrown at his feet and behind him, though. We've seen a couple of those balls from Deniz where he had a man open that little seam route, just a little hitch there, and just couldn't get the ball to him. Clock running. Coyotes break the huddle on the second down play. Split receiver set. Now they send a man in motion. That's Reyes. Inside handoff. That's Denman. Breaks a couple tackles at the line of scrimmage. Is able to stumble forward. Gets about 3 on the play. Some tough yardage on the inside there. Pick up 3. We'll call it 3rd and 7. Ball's on the 47-yard line of the Coyotes. Excuse me, 43-yard line of the Coyotes. Coyotes go trips left. 3rd and 7. There's the snap. Deniz looking left. Now he's scrambling right. Throws the ball downfield. He's got a man open. Hits number 14. That's Robert Taylor. Taylor cutting back now to the middle of the field, evading tacklers. Trying to cut that corner. Is he going to get there? No, they're going to catch him from behind. But a great reception for the first down play all the way down. That's a big 60-yard pass completion to Taylor down the right side. Deniz does a great job of sidestepping to his right and then finding Taylor just flashing down the field. They're going to get it all the way down to the 15-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. Big play by the Coyotes. Deniz, a good job. He set up in the pocket, had to get flushed out, and then just found his man. They'll always tell you when you're rolling out of the pocket, when you're flushed out, you got to keep your head down. You got to look for your players. And that's what he did, and he found him. And that's how you get a big pass play like that. 1st and 10. Trips left. Now they send Theseus Anderson in motion to the right. Inside handoff to Denman. He cuts around to the left side, cutting towards the sideline. He's going to get about 6 on the play. Scored it around the end. Coyote coach is screaming at their players, stay on their blocks. Looks like if they had a downfield block, they felt that he might have been able to turn that. It looks like it was only a gain of 2 from this angle. Looked like he had more than that. So the ball actually, gain of 3 or so on the play. They're still shy of the 10-yard line. So 2nd down play. Coyotes split receivers. There's the snap. Deniz looks immediately left. Throws kind of a 50-50 ball. The ball gets tipped up in the air. The players are fighting for it, but the referees are going to say it's an incomplete pass. Rashad Roberts was the intended receiver. Looks like he tried to get a hand on it, and then he was doing some ball wrestling with the receiver, but the ball hits the ground before either one of them can get possession of it. So that ball falls incomplete. Clock running. 3rd down now for the Coyotes. They run their split receivers. Watson and Reyes to the right. Bugs and Rashad to the left. A quick pass to the right side down the sideline. That ball was caught. Deniz wants the touchdown. Trayvon Watson wants the touchdown on the right side, but they're going to say he was out of bounds when he caught it. So that'll bring up the 4th down play. Boy, they both wanted that one. They thought they had it. Watson just streaked down the right sideline. Deniz threw a nice floater, but the ball just floated a little too much. See what Coach Miller decides to do. Looks like he's going to bring Parisi out for the field goal. Playing the percentages. You got a 19-point lead. There's certainly no reason to gamble at this point. Makes it a four-score game if you go up by 22. Parisi marking off his spot. There's the whistle. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's up. And it's good. So Parisi with another 3 points here in the 3rd quarter. Coyotes go up 22 for a 22-0 score as they get some points on the board on their first drive in the 2nd half. We'll take a quick break. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. We'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into SoCal Coyotes football on the Shield of Dreams Network, brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. Slammin Sam Maggio bringing you all the action today on a nice 92-degree day here in Palm Springs. The sun's starting to set. It's going to start cooling down a little bit. Coyotes coming off 3 points by Parisi with a 22-0 lead with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. There's the kickoff, angling to the left side. And as he's done most of the game, Parisi does a great job of slipping it to the left side of the end zone where the receiver cannot make the return for the easy touchback. So the Silverbacks will take over 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. As we mentioned, both teams looking to solidify their playoff opportunity this week in the second half of the season. The winner of this game most likely will secure at the very least a second seed. The Coyotes could go to 3-1 with a win here. The Coyotes lose, it would be a 2-2 tie between the Silverbacks and the Coyotes, and they've split games that go to tiebreakers. Of course, there's still more games to be played. Here's the snap. Inside handoff to the left side. He's got a little bit of room. The Coyotes just swarm. And now we got a late flag that comes down. Flag after the play was down. Looks like it's going to be a block in the back. Oh, there's some kind of a... I've never seen a block in the back called on the defense before. That's an interesting call. It's a personal foul. A hands to the face against the defense. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Not a good call if you're a Coyote fan, but at least it makes sense. It can't. So after the play was stopped, it was maybe a 1-yard gain. Coyotes commit the penalty, the personal foul. It's going to be 15 yards and an automatic first down. Most of the yardage that's been gained by the Silverbacks in this game has been via the penalty on the Coyote side. It's about all that they've been given. So, first down play.
Penalty on the play results in a first down, Silverbacks.
Ball is set on the 35-yard line of the Silverbacks. They send a man in motion to the right. There's a snap. And they do a handoff to the left side. He's got a little bit of room. He squirts by the line of scrimmage, gets through the first wave. It's going to be a 10-yard gain. So first time today we've seen some running yardage given up by the dark side defense. A nice little play by number 2. That's Randy Johns. For the Silverbacks, he took the inside handoff and just kind of cut to his left. Had some room downfield, took advantage of it. So that's a 10-yard gain, so that means they were at the 35. They're now at the 45. That's 1st and 10. Still on the Silverback side of the field. Send a man in motion to the left side. They have 2 backs in the backfield. Fake pitch, and then the quarterback keeps it, and both. Boy, he had nowhere to go with that. He had 2 defensive players on him, number 33. That's Justin Taylor. Actually, yeah. And then, of course, big number 66, Jonathan Zazueta. So we're seeing some offensive linemen getting some action on the field here. You'd love to see that. It's a loss of 6 on the play. Well, loss of 7, so 2nd and 17. Send a man in motion to the right side. There's the snap. Now he's looking to his right side. Doesn't have any. Now he's going back to the left where a man was open in the flat there. Snapped. He slipped by 1 defender, but then number 66, Jonathan Zazueta, with the big tackle for a minimal gain. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. So Zazueta the coverage skills on the pass play. Comes in, and if he hadn't made that tackle, it might have been a nice gain on the play, but we're seeing big defensive plays by offensive linemen here for the Coyotes. You got to love to see that. Third down play now. Silverbacks break the huddle now. 2 receivers right, 1 on the left. They've got 2 backs, 1 behind the quarterback, 1 just to the right, like a kind of a fullback position. There's the snap. Looking downfield for the pass. Going downfield to the middle of the field. He's got a man open at the 50-yard line. Makes the catch, and he is not going down. Coyote defenders bouncing off of him, going for the ball, trying to cut the ball loose, but instead, it's about an 18 to 20-yard gain on the play. First down play, nice catch. He found a man in the soft zone, right in the middle of the zone there for the Coyotes, all the way to the 40-yard line. Silverbacks in business now with the big pass play. Don't know if we're dark side defense doing a little bend, don't break, or if we're starting to see some fatigue. They've had some big plays in this series, though, so I guess they got to give up one every once in a while, I guess. Split receiver, or 2 receivers right, 1 left. There's the snap. Inside handoff to the running back. The ball pops loose, and somehow, someway, number 29, Theseus Anderson comes up with the ball. We're not sure how that ball came loose, but all of a sudden, we see Anderson with the ball running the other direction for the fumble recovery. And it's going to be Coyotes' ball. Another turnover by the Silverbacks, and another Coyote turnover by this dark side defense. Just giving the Silverbacks fits all day long. And giving the Silver Stretch offense another great opportunity. Good field position. The ball just past the 40-yard line on the 41 of the Coyotes. Ron DeGrande cranking the music here at Linnaeus Field, home of the Eagles at Desert Chapel in Palm Springs, California. It's just a beautiful day. It's one of those days where it's warm and it's hot, but you don't feel it. It's just dry, nice summery kind of day here. Coyotes go trips left on the first down play. Deniz takes the shotgun snap. Looking downfield, he's got a little bit of time. Now he's going to scramble out to his right. He's got some room. He's going to tuck it. He's got past the 10. 15-yard run play. Past the 10, meaning 10 yards. He ran to 10 yards, then he ran to 15 yards, all the way to the 45-yard line. Looks like he had gotten a little bit more. He must have stepped out of bounds at the 45, which was the 10-yard play. So 10-yard run by Deniz gives the Coyotes a first down.
40 seconds to go in the third quarter.
We're at 30 seconds and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Coyotes in full command with a 22-point lead. Dark side defense pitching the shutout so far. Coyotes go split receivers. Now they send 29 in motion. That's Anderson. Inside handoff to Denman. He cuts. He has immediate penetration, and he just gets decked in the backfield.
Second down, Coyotes.
Big loss on the play. Never really had a chance. Immediate penetration by the defense. He's going to lose about 6 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 16.
That brings us to the end of the third.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
Coyotes 22.
Coyotes with the second down play on the other side when they reverse fields with a 22-0 lead over the San Diego Silverbacks. You're tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Coyote football here in Palm Springs, California, rocking out to little Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama, as we enter the fourth quarter. Coyotes are rocking with a 22-point lead, looking to close it out here in this last quarter of the game. long second down play, second down and 16, call it 17. So the ball is right at midfield. There's a snap. Deniz looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run again, and he's going to get hit after about a 2-yard gain. Deniz never really gave the play a chance. He just started running immediately. Pickup of 2 on the play. It's going to be now 3rd and 14. Coyotes receivers coming back from their patterns as Deniz comes into the sideline with his play from his coach, Stafford. Sugar Shane, great Arena League football player. Of course, Coyotes break the huddle, 3rd down play, trips left. And we're going to get movement on the Coyote side. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Moving back another 5. It remain 3rd down. The ball goes across midfield now, so the Coyotes back on their side of the field. Clock running. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Call it the 47-yard line. There's a 3rd down play. There's the snap. Ball downfield, looking for Roberts on the left side. Throws up the 50-50 ball, and once again, you put the ball in the vicinity of Rashad, the franchise Roberts, and he comes down with it. Deniz felt pressure coming from the left side, and that's where he threw the ball to the streaking Roberts down the left side. And he goes up for the ball for a big, big reception. Going to be about a 50-yard pass completion to Rashad Roberts. So similar to the touchdown ball we saw on the left side in the first quarter to Rashad Roberts, although this time wasn't brought in for the touchdown, but a very big first down, and now whistles. Not quite sure what the call is here. Referee's blowing the play dead.
Play restarts with 12 minutes,
50 12:50 left in the quarter. Not quite sure what the stoppage of play was, but no harm, no foul. 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. Ball's on the 20-yard line. There's a snap. Deniz looking left, looking for that same play down the right side. He just airmailed it a little bit. Good coverage that time, but they were looking for that same play, looking for Roberts down the left side. Not enough arc on the ball. I think he just saw the coverage and just threw the ball safely and complete. Again, we've seen some smart play out of Deniz today. When it's not there, he hasn't tried to force the issue, especially with the 22-point lead. There's no reason to. Managing the game quite well and still striking downfield with some great plays, good reads, and good escapability. He's also been doing some damage on the ground with his feet. So Deniz having a good game so far. Like to see him close out the game here with the W. 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Pumps it, and then grabs it and keeps it. Now he slides into the middle of the field. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. Safely slides. Again, smart play out of the quarterback. Really commanding this offense.
3rd down.
Going to be about a 5-yard play. 3rd down and 5. Coyotes go split receivers. Denman, the running back. Deniz looking left, getting immediate coverage, and boy, he's going to take the sack all the way down. Big sack all the way down to the 40-yard line, though. Wasn't able to get rid of the ball. He got some pressure and didn't know what to do with it. Tried to tuck it back in reverse field. It's going to end up really costing about 15, 20 yards on the play. Let's see where they spot this. All the way back, yeah. All the way back at the 40-yard line. So 40-yard line. Parisi back for the field goal. This will be a 57-yarder. We'll just see what kind of leg the kid's got. There's the snap. Kick is up. It's traveling. It's traveling. Just short, boy. He had it right down the middle, short. But we got a flag on the play. It's going to go against the Coyotes. It's a legal block by the Coyotes, blocking the back, so I would be very surprised if they accept the penalty, but we'll see. No call yet.
And Silverbacks first down. We are at
Looks like they're going to decline the penalty, which they should.
SoCal Coyotes 22, Silverbacks.
And so the Coyotes will, the dark side defense will come out and try to continue to stop. While we're waiting for a call, the offense is out there for the Silverbacks, so I don't think it was going to be called back, although the referees are discussing it. I don't know if that's what they're discussing. If it's a penalty, a dead ball penalty, which means that the Coyotes get the kick, as opposed to them declining the penalty. Timeout by Silverbacks on the field. Let them sort it out. We'll get sorted out. We'll take a break. Quick word from our sponsors. You're watching and tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football on the Shoulder Dreams Network, brought to you by Coachella Sports and Entertainment Stadium Authority. .22 to go in the fourth quarter here at Linnaeus Field here in Palm Springs, California, Desert Chapel, home of the Eagles, our home field. So happy to be in partnership with Desert Chapel. Great hosts and a great field and a great day here in Palm Springs, California, with the sun starting to set, that golden silver light coming down on the field. Temperatures cooling just a little bit, still in the 90s, but really pleasant. Silverbacks take over 1st and 10. There's the snap, inside handoff. Tries to kick it out to the right side, but he's got men in the backfield that are going to prevent him from getting anywhere.
Second down, Silverbacks.
And that's number 99, Nick Long, on the defensive play. Big stop. He's going to go out for a breather. As we mentioned, Coyotes doing a good job of shuffling in and out their defensive linemen, keeping them fresh. Javere Oliver, number 94, comes in. 51. 51 is normally Justin Sykes, but Justin Sykes is out of the game today, so we don't have the name of that player. We'll get that for you. Second down. It was a loss of 3 on the play, so 2nd and 13 now for the Silverbacks. He sent a man in motion to the right side. They trip the formation right now. Quarterback dropping back. Has some time, finds a man in the middle of the field in the open part of the zone, slips forward. He's going to get very close to the first down. We'll see where the ball gets marked. It's going to be just short. Looks like they're going to call it just short of midfield, which is what the goal to go line was. So 3rd down and a yard at the 49-yard line. Split receiver set. Now they send their man in motion right to left. There's the snap and the immediate hitch pass to the left side. runs into his own player that slows the receiver down.
First down.
Going to be a pickup of about 5 on the play.
8 minutes.
That'll be enough for the first down.
8 minutes, 12 seconds.
8 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. Ball is now sits at the 44-yard line of the Coyotes. Silverbacks moving the ball a little bit. We've seen them do so in the past. In this game, they've moved the ball a little bit, and then they've moved backwards, or they've had the turnover. So we'll see if they can sustain the drive here, get some positive momentum. Split receivers with the single back. Now they send that man in motion right to left, or excuse me, left to right. Now they're trips right. Quarterback dropping back, looking for that man in the middle of the scene. That's the same play, and now he's going to slip by everybody. That's going to be a touchdown unless he's brought down. He got brought down. We're going to see if he made it. Nope, he's going to be shy of the end zone, but they ran that play twice now where the receiver just breaks and does a slant into the open side of the field. That time he made the catch and evaded defenders for the big gain. So Silverbacks now threatening to put some points on the board here as we're in the fourth quarter. Ball just sits just on the other side of the goal line. We'll call it the 3-yard line, or the 2-yard line. We'll call it the 2-yard line. And that's all they need for the touchdown. They send a man in motion to the right. Same thing we've seen the last 2 plays. Ball is fumbled and dropped. The ball was loose on the ground. And the Coyotes, unbelievably, the Coyotes come up with the ball. As we mentioned, boy, we've mentioned this over and over again. The Silverbacks with great momentum, big plays, and then the one play that just shoots themselves in the foot. Quarterback fumbled the snap. Coyotes come up with the ball to save the potential score here, saving the shutout so far. Granted, they're going to do so deep in their own territory. Their ball looks like it's going to be about the 4-yard line, so they ended up, the ball moved back a yard from the 3 to the 4, of course, forward if you're a Coyote fan. So the 1st and 10 for the Coyotes, the ball sitting on the 4-yard line. This is normally when we would see Ryan Pervine come in at the running back position and start churning out yards. But we'll see, with him playing mostly on defense today, we'll see what the game plan is. Denman's still running back in the backfield. Coyotes not going to switch up their game plan at this point. They go trips left. Robert Taylor, the lone man on the right side. There's the snap. Deniz flushed out of the pocket, throws the ball away. And he ran out to the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety, and now a flag comes out. Not quite sure what the flag is. Might be an unsportsmanlike. But it looks like there's going to be a safety as Deniz had immediate. No foul on the play. They're waving the flag off.
Picking up the penalty.
But Deniz scrambling out of the end zone, runs out of the end zone. And now it's going to be the safety. Coyotes got the safety in the first quarter, and now they give up the safety in the fourth quarter. So Silverbacks will get 2 points. And again, as we mentioned in the first quarter when it happened to the Coyotes, insult to injury, you give up the 2 points, and you got to give the ball back away too. So I guess it could have been worse. The Silverbacks had the ball 1st and 10 on the 3-yard line, and they fumbled it, so instead of 3 points or 7 points from the score, they turn the ball over, but then they get the safety. So they get 2 out of the play. Coyotes nursing the 20-point lead now. Still a lot of time. Daniel Parisi is back to kick the ball off. Sometimes you see a punt here, sometimes you see a kick. Parisi is going to kick the ball in a standard formation. Kicks the ball, and it lands at about the 10-yard line and just kind of sits there. The receiver finally picks it up, and he squirts through the middle of the field. and gets it all the way to the plus side of the field for the Silverbacks. Silverbacks with now some momentum here. Special teams has been not too bad for the Silverbacks on their return game. Gets it all the way back to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line of the Coyotes. So Silverbacks with a 22-2 deficit, just scoring the safety. They now take over 1st and 10 after the free kick. Silverbacks coach on the field talking to the referee. He's been jawing at him all game long. Disarray by the Silverbacks as they're bringing players in late. Coach buying some time by talking to the referees. They do have the referees do keep their own play clock. See if that comes into play here. Now the quarterback under center, trips left, send a man in motion, so now they go quads left. And we got movement. Coyotes immediately pointing it out, and that's going to be an illegal motion play, going to bring them back 5 yards. Remains 1st down, but they move the ball to the other side of the 50-yard line. So now the Silverbacks on their own side of the field.
Still 1st down.
On their 47, excuse me. Silverbacks go into the huddle. Two receivers on the left, two on the right, so they're split. Single back. Now they send that man in motion. We've seen this before. Look for that inside slant. There's the pass, dropping back. Now he steps into the pocket looking for some running room, and he's going to get hit on 3 sides. Going to pick up about 5 yards on the play, though. They'll get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage here, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
I say Coyotes, you say defense, Coyotes! 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 Let's go,
Ron DeGrande, field announcer here, Senior Vice President of the Coyotes, getting the crowd fired up. Coyotes looking to secure the game here. Seeing a little bit of momentum coming from the Silverbacks here. We'll see if this Coyote defense can clamp down again, as we've seen them do all game long and most of the season long. Coyotes drop back into a dime-type formation, send an extra man in the backfield. Dropping back the pass. Now he sees a man in the middle of the field, almost intercepted. Right where that extra man, that was number 30, Timmy Green, dropped back into coverage and dropped back right where the ball was thrown. Just the ball was on his backside. He wasn't able to get that. So it's going to bring up 3rd down after the incomplete pass.
Coyotes! 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 Let's go, Coyotes!
Silverbacks taking their time in the huddle. As the Coyotes do, they bring their quarterback to the sideline for each play to get the call, and then they bring it out to the huddle. So they start the formation and split receivers, as we've seen. We've usually seen them send a man in motion on either side at this point. We'll see if they do that here. They do not. There's a snap. Dropping back. Looking downfield. Now he keeps it again. He's going to run, cutting to his left side. He's got some room, trying to cut down the sideline. So we've seen the quarterback doing most of the damage here. Dropping back, looking for a man in coverage, and then the defense drops back with him. And he has plenty of field for the nice 10, about a 15-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Silverbacks. Clock running. Silverbacks don't really seem to be in a hurry here. 20-point deficit. Quarterback under center. Takes the snap, drops back, he's looking to his left. Fires the ball downfield, the ball over the head of the receiver. Number 85. Duran Otis, tight end. Ball falls incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the 34-yard line. We'll call it the 33-yard line of the Coyotes. Clock is running.
4:23 to go.
4:23, as Ron tells us, left in the game. And again, Silverback's not in any kind of hurry to get out of their huddle and get plays called. Just methodically taking their time. Now they're tight formation. 2 receivers tight on the left, 2 wider on the right. There's the snap. Fake, they tried a handoff. He runs into his own player, and he's going to get caught from behind. Ryan Pervine, that little bobble where the running back ran into the quarterback on the handoff gave Ryan Pervine a chance to sneak into the backfield and stop the play. Pervine letting them know about it. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Isaiah Brown, number 5 for the Silverbacks, bringing the play in. Silverbacks break the huddle. Same formation as last time. 2 tight on the left, 2 wider on the right. Single back. They send a man in motion now. So they're trips left. Here's the snap. Pitch out to the left side. Got a little bit of room. He's going to try to cut it inside, and then whatever room he had closed up quickly. Number 52, Phineas Yi, comes in for the stop. We got a block against this. We got a penalty against the Coyotes.
3 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the game.
Looked like it was called a chop block against the Coyotes. We're going to wait and see what transpires here. Got a player slow to get up. We're going to let them sort this out. We'll take a quick break. You're tuned into SoCal Coyotes football. We'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, wrapping up the 4th quarter here in Palm Springs, California. Week 4 of the DFI LDFL League season. All right, the penalty was unnecessary roughness against the Coyotes. So Silverbacks in business here, moving the ball down the field. Quarterback keeps the ball and is caught up right at the end. Ryan Pervine grabs him by the shoelaces as he was trying to step forward out of the pocket. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3 on the play, but that's it. Pervine doing a good job of keeping an eye on the quarterback. The quarterback's been doing most of the damage today with his feet. Silverbacks break their huddle. Primarily seeing them start in 2 receiver set, and then they'll send a man in motion, or they'll leave it. And in this case, they do not send anyone in motion. Here's the snap, dropping back. He's getting flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going towards the end zone down the side of the field.
Pass is incomplete.
Ball falls incomplete. There was contact, incidental contact. They're going to call it. The ball was not catchable, so I'm sure that's why there's no flag on the play. The receiver, of course, calling for it. Not going to get it. Timmy Green, the defender, the DB on the coverage. Brings up third down and about 8. Ball needs to get to around the 15-yard line for the first down. Third down play by the Silverbacks. There's a snap. He's dropping back, looking to his left side. He's got a man open. Almost a one-hand grab, but the ball just sailed out of bounds on him. It was a wide throw. He had a little bit of room there, but almost would have been a fantastic one-armed grab by the tight end, but falls incomplete for the fourth down play. Big fourth down play for the Silverbacks. Looks like they're going to go for it. At this point in the game, it's really the only choice they have. Big play for the Coyote dark side defense. If they can stop him here, it's pretty much the game. There's the snap. He's dropping back, looking to his left side. Now he's looking to his right. He's got plenty of time in the backfield, trying to direct traffic. Throws the ball to his man on the right side. Would have been a short gain, but the ball falls incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs. The Coyotes will take over, and we are at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter here, Palm Springs, California. SoCal Coyotes with the 22-2 lead over the San Diego Silverbacks. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes left in the game. SoCal Coyotes take over after the turnover on downs. Ball is sitting at their 10-yard line. Send a man in motion, so now they're trips right, single man on the left. That's Rashad Roberts. Deniz drops back. Inside handoff to Denman. Cuts around to the left side. Nice little fake. Big pickup by Denman. He's going to pick up about 9 yards. Second down and a yard, and that's the kind of play that you like to see late in the game with the lead. You like to see them start pounding the rock. Keep that clock running. Second down play, Coyotes break the huddle. 1 yard to go for the first down. They go trips right. Rashad, the lone man on the left side, Rashad Roberts, the franchise. He's had a big game today. A couple of big catches, one for a touchdown. They send a man in motion. That's Anderson going to from his right to his left. Low snap, Deniz picks it up and gets the inside hand up to Denman, and now the referees are going to they're going to blow the whistle. Looks like it's going to be a motion call against the Coyotes before the snap.
3 seconds left to go in the game.
It'll remain second down, but they'll lose 5 yards on the play. So the ball goes back pretty much to the original line of scrimmage. Not quite. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Coyotes. Split receivers. Snap out of the shotgun. Inside hand up to Denman. Gets hit immediately. He's going to get past the line of scrimmage. He might pick up a yard or two on the play. Actually, they're going to give him about 3 on the play of 4. Not a bad yard. It's going to be 3rd and about a yard.
40 seconds to go in the game.
40 seconds left. The clock is running. Coyotes look like they're content to just keep the ball rolling and keep the ball running and keep the clock running. Solid game by the Coyote offense. They've yet to really put the complete game together, but they've had some really big explosion plays today. And really good quarterbacking by Deniz. Inside handoff to Denman. They had big coverage or big penetration, but Denman gets the ball in. And that's going to be first down, but the clock is ticking. That's the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Your 6-time SoCal champion SoCal Coyotes take the game with a 22-2 lead. Defensive juggernaut. They pitched the defensive shutout, the only 2 points coming on the safety. And the Coyotes walk away 3-1 on the season here in Palm Springs, California. Big game next week against the Inglewood Blackhawks. Could be number 1 playoff seed implications on the line. But right now the Coyotes will go home and enjoy this win. Get on the practice field and get ready for next week. We'll see you next week right here, same bat channel, same bat time. Linus Field here, home of the Eagles, Desert Chapel School in Palm Springs, California, 3 o'clock next week. SoCal Coyotes and Inglewood Blackhawks, they got us the first time. We'll see if the Coyotes have made any adjustments for next week. We'll see you next time. We appreciate you coming out. You've been tuned in to SoCal Coyotes football. I'm Slammin Sam Maggio, bringing you the action, hoping everybody a safe trip home. God bless you all, and we will see you next week. Take care.